Bonjour Kindy and Stage 1 friends, I hope you're all doing really well. Welcome to week 10 of your French learning. This week our mot de la semaine is oui, and oui means yes. Now if you were in Miss Brockman's class and you were in school last Monday, you will already have had this mot de la semaine. But for everybody else, you didn't get to see the mot de la semaine last week, so that's why I've chosen to repeat it this week. So, oui means yes. Let's have a practice together. Oui, your turn. Oui. Okay, moving on. Let's just revise our colours from last week before we move on to today's learning. So our first colour is red, and in French we say rouge. Let's practice. Rouge, your turn. Now our next colour is blue in English, and in French we say bleu. Practice together. Bleu. Our next colour in English is green, and in French we say vert. Let's practice together. Vert. Your turn. Now our next colour in English is orange, and it's actually spelt the same in English and in French, which is nice and easy for us to remember. In French we say orange. Orange. Your turn. Orange. Next colour is yellow, and in French we say jaune. Jaune. Okay, your turn. Jaune. Now our next colour is pink, and you might recognise that word to look a little bit like an English word rose, like the flower rose. In French we pronounce it rose. Okay, oops, my colour never changed there. Rose. Okay, your turn to practice pink. Rose. Good job. Next one is purple in English, and in French we say violet. Violet. Your turn. Violet. Our next colour is brown, and we say brun. Brun. Good job. And our final colour that we learned last week, and the name is blocked out with my face in my screen, I hope it's not for you, is noir. Noir. Okay, practice noir. Good job. So those are the colours that we learned last week. The other things that we have learned so far this year in our French are our numbers. So I'm going to call out the numbers now, and you can join in with me at home. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good job. So this week we're going to be learning about something different again. And I know that in Stage 1 and Kindy you are going to be learning about this with your normal class teachers also. So this week we are going to be learning all about Pâques. And Pâques is the French word for Easter. Okay, and we're going to learn about how French people celebrate Easter today. So Pâques is the French word, and we're going to learn some other French words all about Easter. So Pâques is our first one. It's nice and easy to say. It's like putting a backpack on. Pâques. The next one we're looking at is le lapin. Le lapin, and that means the rabbit. Le lapin. So in Australia and in England and in Ireland and in lots of other countries, you have the Easter bunny, or rabbit if you want to say rabbit. So in French the word is le lapin, the rabbit. Let's practice that together. Le lapin. Your turn. Now, next word that we're going to learn, and we all know what these are, Les chocolats. Les chocolats. That is the French word for chocolates, because at Easter time, when it's Easter Sunday, we get lots of chocolates, don't we? So les chocolats. Let's practice together. Les chocolats. Your turn. Good job. The next one we're going to learn is les jonquilles. Les jonquilles. Okay, and that is the French word for daffodils. Now, we don't really have so many daffodils in Australia, but in France and in Europe, springtime, which is happening now for them, is when all these flowers start to grow. And you will see lots of them if you ever go to Europe. If you're in France or in the UK or in Ireland or in lots of other countries in Europe, springtime is when these daffodils come out. And they're beautiful, bright yellow flowers. You can have orange in the inside, you can have white ones, but the most popular ones are the yellow ones. Jaune, jaune, jonquille. So, les jonquilles. Your turn. Okay, les jonquilles. And they're beautiful flowers that come out around Easter time. Now the next one, a lovely cute animal, l'agneau. L'agneau. And that is the French word for lamb. Because again, at this time of the year, where in France, all the sheep are having their babies. And their babies are called lambs. And in French, the word for lamb is l'agneau. Okay, the lamb, l'agneau. You practice, l'agneau. Good job. Okay, and our final French word that we're learning today, and we'll recognize this picture, les œufs de Pâques. Les œufs de Pâques. And we learned already that the word Pâques means Easter. And what did these look like? They look like eggs, don't they? So these words together mean Easter eggs. Okay, les œufs de Pâques, the Easter eggs. Now, we're going to look at those words one more time before we move on to learning about Easter in France. So I've got some posters here. Pâques. Pâques. And Pâques means Easter. Le lapin. Le lapin. And that means rabbit. Les chocolats. Les chocolats. The chocolates. Les jonquilles. Les jonquilles. That means the daffodils. L'agneau. L'agneau. That means the lamb. And our final one, les œufs de Pâques, which means the Easter eggs. Les œufs de Pâques. Now let's find out some more information about Easter in France and how it's celebrated. So, Easter activities in France begin more than a month before Easter itself. Many cities celebrate Carnival, where there are street parties, dressing up, parades, and lots of fun during a period of 2 or even 3 weeks. The tradition of Carnival is thought to have originated in the city of Nice, in the south of France. Carnival ends with a huge party called Mardi Gras, and people wear fancy costumes and masks and play tricks on each other. Sweet treats. On Mardi Gras, everyone eats lots of donuts, pancakes and waffles. And the reason that they do this is because donuts and pancakes use up all the rich foods such as sugar, butter, eggs and flour, ones that people try not to eat during Lent, which comes next. And we're currently in that Lenten time at the moment. So, Lent begins with this special day. So the next day is the first day of Lent. And this day is called Mercredi des Cendres, when many people in France go to church. Okay, now the word mercredi is the French word for Wednesday. So we're not on Wednesday today, but mercredi is the French word for Wednesday. And then des cendres, in English we say Ash Wednesday. So mercredi des cendres is the French for Ash Wednesday. And that is the first day of Lent. In the church, priests smear ashes on worshippers' heads to remind them to be sorry for what they have done wrong. Lent is a period of 40 days when people fast. About 4 weeks later, Christians celebrate Palm Sunday. This day recalls the story of when Jesus entered Jerusalem with his followers, waving palm branches. In France, families bring branches of all different types of trees to the church to be blessed by the priest. So they don't just bring palm leaves, because actually they would find it very difficult in France to find palm leaves. So some people would, but then lots of other people would choose leaves of other trees, and they would bring them to the church to get blessed by the priest. Now, this is really interesting because this is where France really is different to lots of other countries in how they celebrate Easter. Palm Sunday is the beginning of Holy Week, which leads up to Easter itself. Now, we all celebrate Holy Week, so that's the same, but then something different in France. On Thursday, on Holy Thursday, all the church bells in France fall silent, so they don't ring. The story is that all the bells grow wings and fly away to Rome in Italy, where they visit the Pope to be blessed. On Easter Sunday morning, the bells fly back to France, scattering chocolate eggs, treats and goodies for all the children. Okay, so in France, traditionally, it's not actually the Easter bunny that brings the chocolate eggs and the treats. It's the church bells. Okay, because they grow their wings and they fly to the Pope in Rome and they get blessed by the Pope in Rome, and then they fly back with lots of treats for the children. So, Sunday is Easter Day. So we will call it Easter Sunday. Le jour de Pâques. Le jour means the day. And then we already know Pâques means Easter. And then de is just of. So it literally translates as the day of Easter. Okay, but we just call it Easter Sunday in English. And it's always celebrated on a Sunday, even in France. So le jour de Pâques. Children enjoy lots of games, including Easter egg hunts. Now that's the same, because children in Australia practice Easter egg hunts too. Each child carries a special basket to collect the chocolate eggs from the church bells or from the Easter bunny, depending on who brings them that year. Now, kindy friends, I hope that mommy or daddy or somebody at home can print off some colouring sheets for you. You can choose to do one, you can choose to do more than one, okay? But these œufs de Pâques, or Easter eggs, have got special numbers on them, and those numbers will help you to colour in your Easter eggs beautifully. So, if you look really closely at the top of each sheet, you have the colours for each number. So number 1 is jaune, and we know that jaune is yellow. Number 2 is orange, and we know that orange means orange. Number 3 and numéro 3 is bleu, okay, which is blue. 4 is rouge, which is red. 5 is violet, which is purple. 6 is vert, which is green. And 7 is rose, which is pink. And 8 is noir, which is black. So you just need to follow those numbers to color in your Easter eggs. Now, kindy friends, you can turn off this video now because that's all you need to do. Stage 1 friends, please stay with me for one more slide where I can explain your task. Now, stage 1 friends, you need to circle the correct explanation to match the pictures. So in each row, we have a picture and then 3 explanations. And we just need to circle the correct explanation. So let's do the first one together. The first one, we have 4 orange Easter egg. So 4, that means 4. Œuf de Pâques, that means Easter eggs. Bleu, is bleu orange? So that one is a no. 5 isn't the number 4, 5 is the number 5. So straight away, I don't need to read the rest of that because I know that that one is wrong. And then last one, let's see if this is right. 4, that means 4. Œuf de Pâques, that means Easter eggs. Orange, and that means orange. So I will put a circle around that one to show that that is the correct explanation. So stage 1 friends, I'd like you, if your mummies and daddies have printed this off, excellent, you can do it on the sheet. If not, you can just look at this screen and you can do it on your own little piece of paper. That's absolutely fine, and then take a picture to upload it for me on Seesaw. Well, stage 1 and kindy, it's been fantastic talking to you. I'm going to let you go now and get on with your learning, and I will hopefully speak to you next week. Au revoir!